So here I am talking about post-exertional malaise today, and if you all remember and looked at my videos yesterday, I was talking about how I was moving the phone throughout. I was carrying this phone throughout the apartment for 10 minutes, showing all of you what I struggle with in regard to MECFS and how it affects me and what it does to me, and how difficult it's making things for me to do things around the apartment. And today I woke up and I am experiencing the complete and total effects of that, consequences of carrying that phone around. And it's not that I ever intended to have this happen this way, but when I was carrying the phone around yesterday, uh, I didn't feel like that this kind of reaction was going to happen. But this is what happens with post-exertional malaise. Any kind of mildly exertional or even moderately to mildly exertional activity, even small activity, can cause daily post-exertional malaise the next day. And the more extensive and more exertional the task, uh, the more the worse the malaise. And as all of you have a smartphone, so you know it's about probably a pound and a half. It feels heavier than that to me, but I don't think it's that much more. And just by carrying that around, I woke up this morning and I am feeling very nauseous in my hips and my stomach area, and my hips and lower back are very sore and fatigued. The muscles are moving slowly in those areas, and then up and down my back into my neck is sore and fatigued today. My speech and energy levels are slowed and are lower and are definitely compromised today. And you may be able to see my pace is slowing as I'm talking because I'm literally running out of energy as I'm talking to you on the phone. So what it is that I'm trying to convey here is, again, post-exertional malaise. And for most people with MECFS, that usually occurs. And I did mention yesterday how exhausted I am after normal tasks that most people take for granted, such as shopping, light cleaning, even walking a short distance to the mailbox or to the convenience store, etc. And with people with MECFS, there is that exhaustion that happens right afterward as the energy is depleted. But then the post-exertional malaise occurs usually 12 to 24 hours afterward, and it is a larger crash. It is a larger crash and increase in MECFS symptoms that occurs in that 12 to 24-hour time frame after any kind of exertional tasks. And the larger the task, the bigger the post-exertional malaise or crash, as it's also known as. And I'm experiencing that crash today. It's making harder for me to get around and do things. And it's also very how do I explain? It's also very torturous. It's also very uncomfortable and well, basically, it 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 hurts a lot. And I'm trying to move around and do as many things as I can today as I'm capable of. But I will not be doing as many things today as I did yesterday due to the this post-exertional crash. Now, I did sleep 11 hours last night. When I woke up this morning, I felt the crash. I didn't feel it. I don't feel it at 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning or even 6 in the morning. It always seems to be 9 to 11 in the morning when this post-exertional crash hits me. And I can feel sleepy and reasonably tired and not aggravated, just my normal symptoms at 6 in the morning after, say, I've been shopping or doing laundry the day before. And then I will wake up 5 hours later and my whole body will have tightened up and become tired and extremely exhausted, and my muscles will have become sore and painful and difficult to move. I'm also going to go into some more issues today about some of the things that I deal with here in regard to not only my MECFS, but the effects it's had on me. I'm going to put my phone down here. I'm not going to carry it today. I'm not going to lift it up. This is my computer. This is the primary computer that I've been using for 4 years. This computer has crashed. It's done. And I can show you that the hard drive no longer boots up. Turn it around over here. There's another computer I have that is off in the corner there. If I can focus it on the camera, you can see it underneath the box there. That is an old, very old, very almost not, hard to function computer I got from when I went to school about 10 years ago that I got off an auction there. I tried to use that computer as a backup when my original computer crashed, and the same day that I booted it up, the hard drive also crashed in that computer, and it doesn't boot up. And I'm going to show you this so I can prove it to you. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start that computer up down there, because it takes forever to boot up, or start booting up, and then I will show you that it's not booting. And then I'll go over to the other computer, and I will show you that that computer does not at all work. All right, now while that one's booting, I'm going to plug this one in. Watch my foot cream there. Just a moment. As you can see, I plugged it in, and it's. I'm going to turn on the monitor. It kicks on, tries to turn on. Now look what happens when it turns on. It immediately shuts off. So I'm gonna turn it on again. See, it'll boot up by itself, and it'll keep on doing this. It'll just constantly boot and boot and boot and boot and boot and go nowhere. Even when it starts up, it doesn't do anything. So that's that computer. This other computer, as you can see, that one just shut down again and rebooted. And it won't quit doing that. This here, as you can see here, I booted this computer up, and you can see what it says on the monitor. It says drive 0 not found, serial ATA SATA 0, strike F1 key to continue, F2 to run the setup utility. It does not boot. If I press F1, it does nothing. Test failure, check cable, exiting, Broadcom PXE ROM, no boot of it, device available, strike F1, try to reboot, F2 for setup utility. Gone. See, nothing. So we have Tweedledee over here that keeps rebooting and rebooting and doing nothing, and Tweedledum over there that can't boot up at all. I'm going to unplug this thing because it's driving me up a wall. And I'm already getting exhausted, more and more exhausted just by doing this. This is going to be a 10-minute video. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually put my normal clothes on, the ones that I've been wearing for 3 weeks. And then I want to come back and I'm going to do another short instance of what I'm struggling with here.